Picture this. The year is 1965 and you're a freshman at Radcliffe College.
Your hormones are raging, and the only thing on your mind is men.
The prospect of taking a hot guy back to your place is the only thing you can think about as you finish off hours of reading in Radcliffe College Library. Unfortunately, Radcliffe is still an all-girls school.
You could attend another mixer, but trekking 2 hours with your buddies to hang out with the same BC and Brown guys in a smelly gymnasium doesn't really seem enticing.
If only there was some way you could meet guys from other schools, like guys from USC or even NYU.
This was the mindset of many men and women on college campuses up until the 1960s. Attending mixers or dating family friends were the two main forms of romantic exposure. Then in 1965, three Harbor men, Jeff Tard, David Crump, and Doug Ginsburg, changed the dating game entirely.
Shuddering at the prospect of another blind date, these three mavericks designed Operation Match, the very first computer-based matchmaking service in the United States.
Now, it may seem odd or even historically inaccurate that we used a female perspective here, but in reality, 53% of the users were female. These women wanted to get laid.
To enter the system, clients filled out a paper survey with 75 questions about themselves and the same 75 questions about their date's ideal characteristics.
Then, they would mail the questionnaire along with a small fee of $3 to Cambridge, where Tard, Crump, and Ginsburg would record each answer on punch cards and run them through a computer the size of this room, an IBM 1401 to be exact.
The computer then ran an algorithm that would match people based on their responses.
The results? A sheet in the mail 3 weeks later with the names of 5 or 6 top matches.
While online dating mediums are a dime a dozen these days, Operation Match completely overturned existing social and romantic constraints at the time.
Voila, time was saved. People didn't have to go on awkward blind dates anymore.
Furthermore, space was transformed. A sense of community was fostered not by location, but by romantic desire.
The notion that two people from different cities or different states could not meet dissipated as Operation Match paired individuals from all across the country.
In October 1965, Miss Mississippi, Patsy Puckett, matched with a Carolina student whom she then went on a date with.
Most importantly, Operation Match transformed dating culture into what we now know as hookup culture.
Hookup culture is what we see as the newest stage in evolution of sexual norms and behavior in America.
Now remember, all of this technology is running parallel to an imminent sexual revolution. For the first time, young men and women were able to date and have sex casually without the possibility of marriage forever looming over their heads.
When learning about modernity and changing technology, we often hear about national anxiety rather than excitement. In our research, we found the opposite to be true.
For example, people quickly position the machine as magic or omnipotent, capable of making romantic decisions they were unable to.
Perhaps the engineers and users alike endowed the computer with omnipotence because it served as sort of a lighthouse for this new sexual world they were being thrust into.
In addition, the process was extremely heteronormative and white-centric in a way that would never fly today.
By design, the questionnaire was exclusionary, as it was created by three privileged heterosexual white males who created it with the same audience in mind.
Although ad copy placed on female campuses suggested the service provided women with empowerment and agency, with draws like, now a lady can really choose the kind of guy she wants, not just wait and hope he comes to her. We know that although it may not have directly oppressed women, it certainly didn't empower them.
If anything, it reinforced the heteronormative idea that a woman needs a man to complete her, and encouraged objectification.
One Northwestern man wrote into the Operation Match team, "The girl you sent me didn't have much upstairs, but what a staircase."
Another note from a female user read, "I was honest with mine, but I wonder if some guys filled out theirs to see if they'd get an all-nighter."
Operation Match didn't last forever. In an interview with David Crump, he professes his love for the program despite its fizzling out.
"We were able to have a lot of great sexual experiences out of this. You know, we were college guys," Crump laughed.
It is clear that no dating system is as perfect as the media may paint it. No dating system is completely free of the very human awkwardness and uncertainty of meeting someone new under the pretense of a sexual and romantic relationship.
Today's mediums such as Tinder and Bumble may seem effective with the use of pictures, Facebook interests, and an algorithm to potentially pair individuals. However, users are not always satisfied.
I am looking for someone to love. If I wanted to, I could fill an entire page of my phone with dating apps. But I don't think that that's made dating better. I actually think it might be getting worse.
While Tar tapped into a vein of loneliness and frustration at single-sex schools in the Northeast and beyond throughout the 1960s, is society willing to replace Cupid with a computer?
Thus, it's clear that love is not a science, love is not a math, love is not a questionnaire nor an algorithm, love is not found on the second page of your iPhone, sandwiched in between the messages and weather app. Love is natural and irrational, and as much as people may try to construct new ways of finding love, one must make the decision for themselves.
The urge to mechanize love and attraction likely stems from anxieties surrounding the romantic extension of the American dream. We feel entitled to someone who completes us in every way. Many social codes are implemented under the implicit threat of romantic or social failure. But if you follow the dominant code, there shouldn't be an issue and you should be able to attract someone to mate with. But in reality, attraction is subjective, as is desire and love.
At the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, am I willing to let a machine with flashing lights and flying cards tell me how to run my personal life? We'll just have to wait and see.